Okay, it's cool that I can breathe in space. I guess this is something like space.
Laika!
A dog?
Are you stark raving mad?
It was Laika! I am sure of it! That spirited little dog saved me!
Laika saved you in her little space machine.
I believe the correct term is capsule, General.
Don't push your luck any further, Ivan Ivanovich. I fear it might snap.
Oh, my apologies, General. In my excitement to explain what I discovered on the far side of the Metagalacticus Interiores, I got carried away. And it happened like this.
Okay, I guess saved by the space dog. Which is probably the most believable thing happens in this game right now. Because the dog is the man's best friend, and I'm sure he will try to save us if we see we are in danger. So, yeah. Looks legit, so I guess that's fine. No question asked. At least not from my side. But now I have no idea what this place is. We're just in space, right? Is this space or are we still inside of the Earth? I guess we're still inside, right? Because if you're actually in
A
space...
rocky moon. It's the center of the Earth.
The source of all creation, General. A place where time flowed like rivers, and boulders of raw matter rained like comets upon the cratered rock.
Another miraculous escape from death. Another happy accident.
It was no accident, General. Laika took me there entirely deliberately. I'm sure of that. She continues to be a heroine and a savior and protector of our great nation.
Who is Laika? I guess this is a Russian figure, like an actual Russian dog. Okay, I mean...
Laika died in orbit.
No, General, she did not. She's very much alive and happy, and currently living several miles below our feet.
Laika is dead, Ivan.
She most certainly is not, General.
This is the real world, Tovarishch. A world where you did not go to the center of the Earth, and Laika died in orbit.
In my world, General, Laika is still alive.
A better world, some may argue. Very well. I will live in your world for a while longer, but time is running out.
Ah, yes, time, General. I was just coming to that.
Okay, I guess Laika is one of the space dog. Back in the old day, when they are doing this rocket test. And I guess the real story is that the dog dies.
There in the
But
distance,
in this game it doesn't.
stood, enveloped in a mighty time storm. The world clock, General. The beating heart of all history. The axis mundi, the pillar of the world.
Not enough to conquer Russia by drilling back to the surface with his magical mind-controlling atomic radio set then.
No, General. You see, what if he could fuse little Orpheus directly with the world clock? Then his message would radiate with every tick and every tock. He would not simply be the Tsar. He would be the Tsar of all time, the eternal tyrant, the literal incarnation of everything our glorious revolution stood to overthrow.
Okay, so what does it mean? I mean, this game seems to be so simple. I mean, so surreal. But I'm not really getting. Okay, he has the little Orpheus using as a radio to control things. Then he has this clock to send this thing in eternity or something like that. I have no idea. And then he needs a crystal something. Yeah,
Sonikiv!
Uncanny, General. But it was somehow different. I felt no cold. The waves were motionless. Indeed, it was as if I had stepped free of those rivers of time and stood on entirely motionless ground. And there in the distance,
What?
Debris from Saria and tall slave mines had washed up here, almost as if I were meant to find it. And there, amongst it, the winking of steel led me to a blasting cap, and a plan began to form.
Tell me, because I'm lost. Yeah, I touched this glowing stone. This is for sure the best thing to do. I'm back, I think. Okay, I have no idea what's happening. I guess I'll just
The
run.
rain was ferocious. Explosive eruptions of fire and heat. Thunderous emissions and lethal gases.
Much like your cousin Pavel, perhaps, as a result of consuming all of those stolen eggs.
Ah, General, you have been listening after all.
Still able to make jokes, that's nice. Oh, almost died. Thanks. Okay. I thought I will die for sure here. But I guess the quick time event was I was quick enough. I have no idea what causes this meteor shower. No, I think I jumped too early. This was close. I was just panicking and clicking the button, to be honest. At least you can kind of guess on the ground which part will be hit by a meteoroid and which not. So it was kind of easy to predict when I have to jump. And now we're at this motionless space-time place. Whatever you want to call it. And as I said, I lost track of Toll's plan. Actually, I have no idea what he's trying to do. I guess I will have to rewatch it during the edit. Because it's a little bit confusing, I would say. Or at least for my bird brain, small brain. So yeah, I definitely have to rewatch it. I mean, you guys can just skip forward and backward, so for you it shouldn't be a problem. Because when I was focused on the game, I'm not really listening to what he's saying. That's why, yeah. I couldn't pay.
Agartha again. But why?
You are stalling, comrade. The clock is ticking.
Tick tock, tick tock. Of course. In a flash of inspiration, I understood. It was all wrong, you see, General.
That we can agree on.
We should never have gone to the center, because without little Orpheus, Toll could not have become the tyrant he had. The rocket drill was his means to reach the world clock, but it was little Orpheus that enabled him. And the time itself, the world clock itself, was determined to make matters right.
With a little help from you, of course.
Merely a simple pawn in a game played upon a cosmic scale, General. But a pawn who understood that he was being given a second chance to grab a chunk of the explosive resin that wondrous city was built upon.
Okay, so I guess the world clock is the thing to makes everything right. Turn back time, or I have no idea.
And I was back. The mighty river of time roared past me, carrying the weight of the whole of history with it.
Even for you, this is a stretch. Our time is almost up. I have to submit my report within the hour.
Time, General. Time was nearly up indeed. That ancient and magical river that carried me along was surely moving inevitably towards some kind of end.
Sure. I mean, I love most of the thing time related. That's also the reason why Steins Gate is one of my favorite anime of all time. So I'm very fascinated of this episode. And I'm actually really excited to see what's at the end of this journey, or at this episode. So I'm kind of looking forward to it, and hope I will see something nice. And we can see here in the background this trigger thing. I have no idea how to call this, like for toys. We can spin it and kind of make it move. So I guess this kind of makes sense because it's also kind of like a clock moving clockwise, and every second it's moving a little bit, just like seconds.
Enough. No more Privalov. No more stories. No more lost worlds and space dogs. I'm full of it. It is nearly midnight, and you have not given me the adequate explanation for the whereabouts of little Orpheus and the atomic bomb.
But, General, I am about to tell you what happened when I finally caught up with the villain Toll.
I do not care, Tavarish. I simply do not care. You have worn me down, and it is time to call a halt to this. I bear you no malice, comrade. In many ways, I admire you, but time is running out.
Yes, General, yes. Time. Time. Because it was time itself that suddenly appeared to be on my side.
I mean, not this time, because the general wants is the answer. So you should make sure to tell the story quickly. Even though I really want to hear more of the story in details. Okay, this time I have to go to the left, which is
Perhaps
surprise.
the world clock was so impressed with your egg-wearing antics it decided to return you to Plutonia for a second attempt. I would strongly suggest you cut to the chase.
The chase, yes. The pursuit of Toll and little Orpheus. I stood there with the resin fragment in one hand and the blasting cap in the other, and then, just like that, a clock began to ring.
I'm just
The
going back in
world
time.
clock?
No, General, an alarm clock. My Slava alarm clock, in fact, given to me by Auntie Marsha.
The one who married the beef investigator.
The very same. And the moment I saw that clock, I knew what I had to do.
Turn it off. And it was all a dream. This is the lazy writing of a high school student. So let's see what happened. Because at this point, nothing really surprises me.
I'm waiting.
A bomb, General. A bomb to destroy a bomb.
So, you decided to build a bomb, eh? A bomb to destroy little Orpheus.
It was a simple plan, really, General.
Yes, you are very fond of your simple plans.
I mean, I'm not a scientist. I mean, okay, I'm a scientist, I'm studying computer science, but I don't think it's so easy to just build a bomb, just like it's nothing. So, we will have to see what will happen. We see the drill, okay.
It was the last
Toll
time
is probably
I was to
there.
see those poor enslaved men on my journey. As they scurried in agitation around the base of the rocket drill, now a dreadful weapon of war in the hands of a madman, I was reminded of my mother.
Your mother looked like a nymph? That is extremely disrespectful, comrade.
No, I meant I was raised by my mother from an early age, of course. My childhood memories of my father were all too brief.
You are rambling, comrade Privalov. Time is running out. Diani Rezinovi.
Yeah, yes, of course. Let's just tell your story. The comrade just wanna know where the little Orpheus is. I think it's destroyed, because this is your plan. So
Time will run out for us all, General,
Kind
will
of.
it not? And it ran out for my father on the shores of Volga.
Your father fought at Stalingrad?
He did, General.
So did I.
Well, so you see, General. Perhaps we are just the same, you and I.
Nah,
Perhaps we are all just Menkf in the end.
I don't know if I wanna call it like that. But at the end, you just spoiled your end, because you're trying to build a bomb. And you're trying to destroy little Orpheus, and I guess... Not sure about the bomb thing, but I guess the little Orpheus is really destroyed. And we will move back in time again. But what's before the dinosaur? Nothing. This is the first episode. If I remember. Let's go to the left first again. But yeah, I have no idea where am I now.
What possible use in the construction of a bomb could be found in the belly of a giant whale?
No, I'm not
Were
here.
you perhaps planning on using a worm as a fuse?
That would be ridiculous, General.
I would hate to undermine your otherwise entirely plausible account.
You forget, General. The belly of the beast was full of shipwrecks. And on one of them, I was bound to find what I was looking for. Fuse wire.
Comrade, yes, you'd forgotten all about the fuse until I reminded you, hadn't you?
General, your cynicism is unbecoming to a man of your rank and stature.
Okay, I mean, the worm looks really impressive. If I actually have the time to look at it, like, for example, right now. I mean, it's kind of disgusting, but also impressive. Yeah. And now I'm climbing on the worms, which is an experience I couldn't back in the day when everything was moving. So my goal is to find a fuse. But all I did is just grabbing a clock. Again. And I'm back, I think. I have no idea. Am I back? Is this where I started? I don't think so, but I mean, this is where the clock sends me, so I guess we just continue like this. And I like how high I can jump. This makes everything much easier. And quick time. The quick time event is not that hard.
The clock was now ticking, General. Literally. I was surrounded by time,
Sure.
immersed in it, floating along a river of it on a raft made of history, seeking the next moment of opportunity to hurtle backwards amongst those lost worlds.
I am a patient man, Tavarish. I lost 3 toes in the winter outside Sharkovskaya in 42. A drunken dentist removed 2 frostbitten toes and 1 perfectly healthy one. You may therefore consider me a man blessed with an uncommon level of endurance for discomfort.
I hate visiting the dentist. My uncle Vanya was a dentist.
Come on.
And he...
Fuck, I have to listen to the whole story again. How this guy
The clock was now
have
ticking, General.
lost
Literally. I
3
was
toes, actually 4.
surrounded by time, immersed in it, floating along a river of it on a raft made of history, seeking the next moment of opportunity to hurtle backwards amongst those lost worlds.
I am a patient man, Tavarish. I lost 3 toes in the winter outside Sharkovskaya in 42. A drunken dentist removed 2 frostbitten toes and 1 perfectly healthy one. You may therefore consider me a man blessed with an uncommon level of endurance for discomfort.
I hate visiting the dentist. My uncle Vanya was a dentist, and he was a deeply strange man, notwithstanding the love he felt for his pigs.
Is what?
He was a pig dentist, General. He always claimed...
What is a pig dentist? Okay, I missed the text. Okay, now this is the thing. Should I restart this just for this little text, or should I just skip it? You know what? Let me replay this story until this point, just for you guys. But obviously I will just cut it out. So, as I said, I will then replay this game until this point, and then you can also get to hear the story. So, I would say I will then restart, then see you back here. I mean, for you it will just be a cut, but for me it will be, I don't know, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, something like that. So, see ya.
The clock was now ticking, General. Literally. I was surrounded by time, immersed in it, floating along a river of it on a raft made of history, seeking the next moment of opportunity to hurtle backwards amongst those lost worlds.
I am a patient man, Tavarish. I lost 3 toes in the winter outside Sharkovskaya in 42. A drunken dentist removed 2 frostbitten toes and 1 perfectly healthy one. You may therefore consider me a man blessed with an uncommon level of endurance for discomfort.
I hate visiting the dentist. My uncle Vanya was a dentist, and he was a deeply strange man, notwithstanding the love he felt for his pigs.
Is what?
He was a pig dentist, General. He always claimed that the human mouth presented an insufficient challenge.
Let me challenge you, comrade. You will tell me what happened to little Orpheus. My patience is exhausted. I am done.
But we are nearly there, General. The world clock was shortly to strike again and transport me... Well, who could guess where?
Oh. And now you actually get the story, and which means we can jump on the other side. Thank you. And I guess we have to... I have to jump down. Okay, give me a second. I kind of missed this, I don't know why. And now we have to jump to the right, I guess. And at the end now you hear the story that we have to tell him the challenge where the little Orpheus is. I mean, this is a important piece of information, so it was worth it to play almost 20 minutes until this point again to just hear this 10-second text, I guess. So, and welcome back. I'm just playing the whole episode again. It wasn't that hard, because this game itself is not that hard, I have to admit. Okay, I should have started earlier. There was no way to catch up. So I guess if I touch the water I will die. Because why not? Because it's time, and time will kill me because of something. I'm not sure what, but at the end it doesn't really matter. If I see pink glue is chasing me, then I will also run, so totally plausible. Am I almost there at the clock? Okay, which place I haven't visited yet? I mean, this motionless, timeless
So to the
place.
ocean floor, and that strange submerged city, and those poor lost vessels. To find a shell case to hold all of my scavenged ingredients, the last piece I needed to construct my bomb.
Ah, yes, I have been waiting for this.
Ah, the
General?
Kraken.
Time, Ivan Ivanovich. Whilst you have rambled on and on about it, I have simply bided mine. I am a patient man, as I have said.
Yes, I don't feel I paid enough attention to the story about your toes. Do you have specially made shoes?
Enough!
Yeah, I
Now I have your full attention. Indulge me, Tavares. Explain to me how you made this bomb.
General?
Your bomb, comrade, that you so brilliantly constructed to destroy little Orpheus. Tell me how you made it.
Are you in trouble now? Is this a plot hole in your story? Do I have to jump down here? No, I just grabbed the clock again.
Well,
In detail. The type of detail that should present no problem to a man who is actually capable of building a bomb, which I suspect would be an entirely different man to one who cheated on his entrance exams for the cosmonaut program.
Oof. Now you're in trouble. Maybe, I guess. Okay, he's not saying anything. Because I'm...
You are uncharacteristically silent, comrade. Cat, got your tongue?
if I may, General, perhaps just a minute or two to gather my thoughts?
There are precious few minutes left. We have reached our conclusion, I think.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes, we have, General. I gazed up at the world clock and knew I had arrived at my destination. Whatever lay inside would see my journey end one way or another. But I had no idea of the marvels that awaited me. And
The bomb, Ivan Ivanovich! Tell me how you built the bomb!
it was a wonderful sight. The world...
It is 2 minutes to midnight, Ivan. It is time to end this story.
Ooh. Okay, wow, it's actually getting really excited. I mean, now I'm even more doubtful if everything he's just told us is true or not, Ivan Ivanovich. And I can't decide for myself. I actually don't know. Like, this guy's probably staying here for, I don't know, 5 hours investigating this guy, integrating, I mean, and this guy is just telling about a story inside the earth. And he can't answer this simple question how he built a bomb, so not really convincing, you know? If you're asking me. So, doesn't look good for Ivan. But as I said, there's just 2 episodes left. We will get to the end. Which I think should be enough time for me. I'm just checking the clock if I have enough time, but should be alright. Because I have to replay this episode, so I spent more time than I thought I would be. Yep, it's fine. The Pillar of the World. Okay. The Pillar of the World, and then this is the last episode. How many episodes was this? Okay, this is the dinosaur thing, this is the minx thing, the whale, the ice place, underwater. This is this magical crystal, the moon, and the world clock. Okay, and this I have no idea. I guess also the clock thing.